extra time.
Obviously, before the final, we'd heard about you not bowling to Virat with the Duke ball. Do we now know why?
I don't know. I think that story got had a little bit of text added to it, but I'm not so sure. It's not. I guess obviously nice to put his wicket a couple of times, but just I'm sure down to a lot of the work.
And how's the into T20s now? I guess what's it like going from getting Coley out twice to getting hit back over your head by Daryl Mitchell?
Yeah, it's certainly a little bit different. It's quite nice actually not having to stand in the park for 90 overs or 90 odd overs. It's that first game there pretty quick, so that was quite nice. But yeah, it's certainly a different challenge and something that'll take a while to probably settle into and stuff.
And can I just rewind to, I think, Gordon's question earlier about Virat, and you said there'd been a bit of tax added to that story. Was that Dan Christian adding a little bit, and can you actually tell us what that story was? Did he did ask you to bowl him in the nets, or?
No, it wasn't so much him sort of asking. I think it was it was Dan just sort of adding some stuff for a good story. But we're just talking about at the start of the IPL around obviously the cricket coming up with I guess with our UK tour and theirs as well. And I mentioned that I had some Duke's balls and he had some Duke's balls as well. And he just said, look, if it at the back end, if we want to do some training, we'll do that. But there was no specificity around me bowling to him or giving him a look. But whether he was insinuating that or not, that's only something that he'd tell you. But obviously quite a funny story of things unfolded.
And how about you and him afterwards? I mean, clearly you get on pretty well. Well, you know him reasonably well after being a teammate. What's the relationship like, and how many words were spoken afterwards?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, being able to spend the change room with him for 6 or so weeks was it was pretty cool. And obviously, he's a world class player, and just to spend time, I guess, observing how he operates and how he goes about things, both on and off the field, was pretty cool. And it was nice to just be able to some friendly words, even out in the middle as well, and just have a bit of a laugh and a joke while the game was going on. And I mean, there was simplicity or anything that happened in the game, but just nice to obviously have that relationship with someone, I guess, a feature in the game.
Just further on that, I suppose, do you think it gave you a bit of an advantage going into the final, the fact that you sort of had spent that time around Virat and maybe gotten to know certain things about his batting?
I don't know if it helped specifically around different cues and stuff. It wasn't something that I necessarily contemplated. I think anytime you get to spend time in different environments around world-class guys, as well, when I first came in, but similar to my IPL experience, when you spend time around those guys, you sort of grow in confidence and you learn and you become a bit more, I guess, comfortable when you come up against different guys. So, certainly, I guess from that perspective, being able to spend in that environment, settle the nerves when you go on occasions. Not so much around specifics of rate, I wouldn't say.
And I mean, for you, obviously, a huge team achievement now, but for you, the sort of past year, 18 months has been quite extraordinary. Can you give us a sense of, I guess, the emotions or the challenges that have come with, people saying, next big thing, and then you have to perform in these big tournaments and big occasions?
To be fair, it's probably not something I focus on a huge amount. If there is stuff like that out there, it's certainly not something that I focus on or see a huge amount of. For me, it's just about trying to win games for this team, and like I've said before, if that means that I get to take a few wickets or score some runs, then great. If that means that I'm doing a different role, then so be it. The most important thing for me is just us winning games of cricket, and that's the moment that I enjoy the most, is being able to sit in the change room after winning a test or winning a game, and yeah, I mean, anything else outside that is not necessarily, I guess, in my focus. And yeah, I just really enjoy winning games of cricket, and it's been an enjoyable last 12, 18 months from that.
After all this, after the high of the win is over, what is your next short-term cricket goal do you wish to achieve? Maybe be it a personal batting skill or bowling skill, or be it a tournament or a competition that you really want to conquer?
Again, it's probably not something I'll focus a huge amount on. But like I said earlier, I think winning for me is the most important one. If I can, if we can win certain tournaments, or whatever team I'm a part of, we can put our best foot forward to try and win games. That's what sort of gets me up in the morning. So yeah, I'm sure in time that there'll be some sort of tournaments, there'll be some things that'll pop up that will, of course, want to try and win, and hopefully we'll be able to put our best foot forward and do so.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.